Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Doc, coming to Doc TV. It's a new day. It's on January 12th, Tuesday, 2010. I have not done a video since November. Shame on me. I have not done a video since November. I feel so bad, but I thank all y'all for subscribing. All the new subscribers, I really appreciate it a lot. And I would check my emails, and I always see so-and-so subscribe to Doc TV. And then y'all even send me emails saying, did you hear about this story and that story? About, Q leaving Day 26, Matthew and Tina divorce, it's all the Keisha calling her family drama. And, I've always addressed those topics on the Doc Report. Thank y'all for checking that website out every day. That's y'all news source right there. I'm telling y'all, that's a news source for y'all to check out all the latest news and music and all that. And also the Doc Radio Show, which comes on every Friday night at 11 p.m. So I'm going to leave the link somewhere for y'all to check that out because I talked about those topics on that show as well. And WKOF, What Kind of Foolishness, thank y'all for checking that out. But, I have not done a video since the American Music Awards review. That should tell y'all something. But Happy New Year to y'all, too. I'm late and everything. Feliz Navidad to all the people, the Puerto Ricans on January 6th. I know that was y'all Christmas, Three Kings Day, Epiphany Day. And shout out to Angel. And also, what else? Like I said, the new subscribers, thank y'all for checking it out. Thank y'all for viewing these videos and leaving y'all comments. Like, my 3 top videos right now are the last 3 videos I put up here. Chris Brown's Graffiti, the snippets, I put that up here in November. I put up Stronger with Each Tear review. I'm not review, the snippets. I put that up here in early December, and that's like my highest viewed video right now. So I thank y'all for leaving those comments and everything. Also, Mariah Carey's Angels Cry featuring Neo, the remix. I just put that up there last week. One of the first people to put it up, and y'all been leaving good comments on that and leaving good viewerships on that too. So thank y'all for that. Also, on this new cartoon I just did. Y'all remember I did a cartoon a while ago on WKOF about Sherry Dennis and about Sherry Dennis leaving Bad Boy, having a meeting with Diddy. Well, I did a new one this year, and that was last year I did that, but I did a new one this year. Not yesterday, but the day before, I did a video where Mariah Carey and Jennifer Lopez see each other in public for the first time, and that's a beef I will never understand. They have some type of feud, and I will never understand the whole concept behind it, but it is what it is, and I did a cartoon based off of that, and y'all should check it out. But anyways, what we're going to talk about in this video is Simon Cowell leaving American Idol. Now, Simon has officially announced that he will be leaving American Idol at the end of this season. The new season starts tonight at 8 p.m. too, so check it out on Fox. But he said he's going to be leaving, and, he's, trying to bring his other show from over in the UK, the X Factor, over to the US. Like he did American Idol, he's going to do with X Factor. So he's going to leave American Idol to focus on that show. And he has 3 people that's like really contenders right now that I'm hearing about. I'm hearing about Pierce, which is his producing partner, who's also a judge on America's Got Talent, which is the American version of Britain's Got Talent. He's also looking at someone else that's looking to replace Simon is Diddy and Jay-Z. And, it's like this whole Idol switch around, because I've been watching American Idol since the first season. So it's kind of like this whole switch around thing with the judges is kind of like getting crazy now. It's like, Paula left, and Paula was the one, Paula was the nice one. She always gave a nice hand clap to everybody, and she always had her drunken feelings on everything. So it was like a good look to look at her drug-induced, quote-unquote drug-induced, comments and everything. So it was always fun to look at her comments and, to hear how she was talked the next week and everything. And also you got Simon, who's the tough, hard-hitting dude. But, this season, Simon is still there, but you got Carol DeGrady. We got a glimpse of her last season, but this season I think she's really going to show out because of the fact that she's been there for a year now, and, she's been the longer female there now. After Paula left, she's the next female. And also, you got Ellen DeGeneres, which I would never understand. I would have to wait until the Hollywood season start. I mean, not Hollywood season, but, the Hollywood session starts, because this is just the tryout, era and everything. But when, the Hollywood part comes, that's when Ellen's going to come out trying to understand that whole thing. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll see how that plays out. But that's that. And, people that they got contending, Pierce on American Got Talent, he's tough, but he's still kind of nice at the same time. And Randy Jackson too. I forgot about Randy, y'all. What made me forget about Randy? But yeah, Randy Jackson too. So I think Randy still wants to stick around with Kara, Ellen, and the new people. Like I said, I think Pierce would be good, but he's still kind of nice. But for someone that really feel that tough dude image, I would have to say Diddy because Diddy is really tough. Like when y'all looked at America, I mean America's, America's making the band. Y'all saw him making the band. Y'all know how tough he can be at times. So I think Diddy would be that good role, but he needs to get his bad boy stuff situated first, in my opinion. But I mean, it is what it is. And also Jay-Z, that would be really interesting to have Jay-Z up there. So we'll see how that turns out, next season. But because America, I mean not America, but because I keep saying America, y'all. I'm thinking about American Idol because I like the show and I'm interested to see how the crazy buffoon and foolishness kicks off tonight, during the tryout era and the tryouts, sessions and everything. So we'll see how that turns out. But what was I talking about? But X Factor. I've seen X Factor online because we can't see it over here. But X Factor is a pretty good show because they have like where the judges take some of the talent, take some of the contestants, and they like groom them to becoming the people that they are destined to become. So I like that whole aspect of it. And Alexandra Burke, she's actually a good artist from that show. She, is trying to make her U.S. Her U.S. debut and everything. So she's, and she got Beyonce and Jay backing her up. So that's even a better look. So shout out to Alexandra Burke, and she had a hot CD too. I listened to it, so check her out. And she has a good voice. So yeah. But see how that turns out. Jay Leno moving back to Late-Nite. He was at the 10 o'clock prime time, slot for a whole couple of months, and for a whole hour. And now, some of the affiliates are like, our viewership are going down because people are not watching his show like that. So now, NBC are moving. Sorry, y'all, a little congested. Yeah, okay, I'm good now. But they're moving him back to 11:35 and moving Conan and his Tonight Show to 12:05 and pushing Jimmy Fallon back to like 1 o'clock or something, which makes me think: are they canceling Carson Daly on the sneak? Because where would Carson fit into that whole situation? Because after Carson come on, that's when they do the little poker stuff. So I don't know what NBC are doing, but for one, let me address this to the affiliates. People are not watching the news like that anyway, so I don't understand why y'all are concerned about ratings. Deal with it. Also, NBC, y'all should have did like a whole 2 months or a whole 1 month, like just test view of how Jay would do in the 10 o'clock slot, because y'all only did it for like a week, I believe, and really tested it for a week. And y'all should have done a further investigative test on that whole situation before y'all even went full force with it. So now y'all make yourself look bad. I know it's good to be trying to be different, trying to do something innovative, but it is what it is. And y'all messed up. Y'all dropped the ball, and hey, one thing NBC is good for though is football, The Office, and Parks and Recreation and Community. So shout out to those good shows right there. But other than that, like, Heroes. But y'all should have like really done y'all homework. NBC of all people. I mean, come on. And also Jimmy Fallon got a good show too. And shout out to the Roots for holding down that house band, whole thing that y'all been really doing it. So shout out to them. And also, if I was Conan, I would be offended because like, man, I finally get a good deal, and now I gotta go back. Now I gotta play second fiddle again. Hey, it happens. But let me check my time real quick. Alright, so I got like a good little time left. But I'm gonna talk about 2 shows that y'all should check out: Fantasia for Real, and let's talk about Pep. Fantasia's new reality show, which premiered last night on VH1. I remember when I saw the commercial for it, I thought it was a wig commercial, but it was actually the commercial for a show. And looking at the what's to come this season, the show, the sneak peek of it, the show looks really good. And last night's episode was really good too. So this would be like the show I would check out every week. And also, let's talk about Pep. That's like the real life version of Sex and the City and Girlfriends. Like, if y'all know what Girlfriends is, that's like the black version of the sitcom black version of Sex and the City, basically. And let's talk about Pep. Even watching the Salt and Pepper show, I knew Pep was a crazy person, so I know this show is going to be crazy. And also, I know her friend, I forgot her name, but it's the one where she let dudes suck her toes in the car. I know she's going to be the wild out chick for the show, so I can't wait to see what type of crazy stuff go down this season with that. But, yeah, so, look at, check out the Doc Report every day and look for new news. I'm going to start doing new videos again. I just started school back up. New semester started Monday, yesterday, so I'm happy about that. But also it's going to make me gotta really figure my time back out again. So I thank y'all for checking everything out, though, and I'm peep out with another video.